Fight or flight, anxiety, panic, what's the difference? We're going to talk about that today on Mental Health Minute with Kim. The words anxiety and panic are often used interchangeably, and they do have some similarities, like in symptoms, but they are also different things. And in order to understand both, we have to take a look at the original bodily response that caused the symptoms we feel when we're having an anxiety or panic attack. Now, typically, our five senses gather information about the world around us and send that information on up to our brain, and our brain interprets it, and we go through our merry way through life. But when our brain interprets that input as life-threatening danger, and let me repeat that, it's very important. When our brain interprets the information as life-threatening danger, the amygdala kicks in and the fight or flight response is activated. Now, weird things may happen to our body, or they feel weird, seem weird anyway. Our pupils may dilate because they are taking in more of the world around us, so we can see a predator or look at the surroundings for an escape route if we have to run away. Our heart may start beating very quickly. We may have a hard time breathing or feel like we can't breathe. We may feel clammy and sweaty because our body is trying to cool itself down in case we have to exert energy fighting or running away. Our skin may look pale because the capillaries are constricting and taking the blood away from the surface of the skin in case we're injured so we don't bleed to death. We may feel shaky. We may feel like we have to go to the bathroom or like we're going to throw up because our body is essentially shutting down organs that are not essential to our survival in that moment. So all of these weird things happen when the fight or flight response is activated in our brain. Anxiety is those same symptoms in the absence of life-threatening danger. That's not to say that anxiety is not a real thing, that the symptoms that we feel are not valid. They are. It's just a misinterpretation in our brain that the input we've received is life-threatening. Now, panic, on the other hand, is those same symptoms in the absence of life-threatening danger, and we misinterpret or catastrophize those symptoms. So we may feel the weirdness in our brain is, I'm having a stroke. I'm going crazy. I'm having a heart attack. I'm going to shake to death. Oh my God, my body, it feels like it has to evacuate everything because I'm dying. That's what happens when you die. All of these symptoms we misinterpret and catastrophize. So all of these things have the basis in the fight or flight response. And one of the best and easiest things you can do if you're having an anxiety or panic attack is to ask yourself, am I in life-threatening danger? If you can't remember the life-threatening part, ask yourself, am I in danger? I had a client one time who I gave this information to, and he had told me about a time that he was hiking and a mountain lion came upon him. And he said, now I understand the life-threatening danger. So I asked myself, is there a mountain lion here? And he said that that really helps bring the anxiety down to a minimum, and he's able to get it under control. So understanding these reactions and that they are normal bodily reactions, but whether they're in the presence or absence of life-threatening danger is an important step in taking care of your anxiety or panic. I'll see you next week.